Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple Lunar Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we are on at a very unique, different time for us. We're going to talk about this Cancer full moon once and for all. I feel like I've been trying to have this live for almost a week now, so I'm really hoping that we're able to get it out and finished today. I do intend on coming back tomorrow night. I do have it scheduled for all 12 signs. So I know this week has been a little tipsy, turny, upside down type of energy. And we did just go through this, not very fun winter storm, and I lost power for a few days. So I'm definitely playing catch up. So I just want to say thank you to everyone out there who's been waiting so very patiently for me. I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you. I am trying to catch up as quickly as possible. I've had several several hiccups today, but we'll talk about those on a different time. I did get several readings out today. Vanessa, hello. So please make sure that you've checked your emails. If you have any questions or anything gives you any trouble, please message me. I did have one reading go out today with no sound. I know, right? Like, have mercy. But I did go and check the other two that were out. So they did have sound and they seem to be okay. But yeah, if anything gives you any issue, guys, please just message me and let me know. And again, thank you for being so very patient with me. Guys, we are multi streaming. So we are on three different platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok now. I know, a little bit of a switch. I miss Twitch too. I'm definitely trying to come up with something that we can do over on Twitch. So yeah, if anybody has any ideas, throw them at me, right? All right, guys. So, Cancer full moon tonight. I have a lot that I want to talk to you about. I'm going to actually go over the energies of the full moon collectively, and then I'm going to go through all 12 signs. I'll give you what the energy may feel like and maybe some introspective questions you can ask yourself for that specific sign. And then, of course, I'm going to read for the collective, and I'm going to be offering some free and paid mini readings at the end. So, let me go ahead and get that screen up so you guys can at least see what we're going to be talking about and what we're doing tonight. And I'm just going to go over and make sure that we are live on all the platforms and that we have sound and picture and, all the good things. Michelle, I see Michelle helping over on Facebook. Guys, I want to mention too, we have a new moderator. My sister, Fahima, is my youngest sister. She is going to be a new moderator for us over at PLR. There she is, Nima. So everybody, welcome Nima over on YouTube. Again, my little sister, welcome. I love you so very much. Thank you for helping me. So yes, and then let me just get to what we're gonna talk about with Cancer full moon stuff before we get to that collective. Guys, if you want to share out, please do. I didn't share out a whole lot. Definitely the technical difficulties over here was enough for me today. So I did share out a little, but not as much as normal, and I am definitely feeling a shift in the energy. Before I go to reading about the Cancer full moon, I kind of want to talk to you about my own full moon energy, right? Sensei's over on YouTube, welcome. Okay, so I feel this Cancer full moon very emotionally. I've cried 500 times today alone. I think that's probably why I didn't share out very much because I was like, it's Cancer full moon. We're probably gonna cry, so we probably should just, keep it just us. Right? So I again didn't share out a whole lot. Um, but I want to tell you that although this full moon is very emotional and it does seem like it's a little bit more of a challenging moon, and it being the very first full moon of 2025 kind of gives us a little bit of like, oh, what's coming type of energy. And I don't really want to downplay that, but I don't want to cause like, any type of like fear mongering either. Full moons are tough regardless of when they come or where they are, right? But this Cancer full moon Remember, Cancer is the mother archetype. So it is the nurturing caretaker sign. So in your own chart, you're going to have Cancer energy, regardless of what sun sign or moon sign or rising sign. There's going to be a spot in your chart that has Cancer and it rules over an area in your life. And you may find that area in your personal life highly emotional with this full moon. But what I know about this full moon, what Spirit has been teaching me all day long, is that when we can face, I'll stop stuttering in a moment, but when we can face whatever it is that's causing the emotion, right, the overflow of emotion, it's like it's going to allow us to like bring forth some massive breakthrough, right? Like something that some type of fear has caused us from being able to like go towards or reach this thing. So it's like now with this Cancer full moon, it's going to face like force us to face these fears and then not only just face them, but and feel them, but talk about them with our loved ones. Like that's literally the full moon we're having right now. So just prepare yourselves. It is a very compassionate moon. That's another thing I want to talk about. I feel like I'm a lot of Aries in my chart, right? I have the Mars and the Mercury and just a lot of Aries. My sun sign is Aries, so it's like there's so much Aries. But the Cancer energy is like the caretaker type of energy, and then with my Mars energy, it's like like a conflicting energy. I don't know how to explain this. I feel like I'm not using the right words. Hi, Sandra. But it's like they don't match. You know what I'm trying to say? Like my Mars right now is in retrograde and it's in Cancer and it's not happy there. Okay, like Mars is not a happy camper right now. Mars is like the aggressor, the warrior planet. It doesn't want to sit in its feelings, you know what I mean? And Cancer is all about like emotions and feelings. So what I'm struggling with this full moon energy, and I am already feeling it, and most of you could definitely also be already feeling this energy. What I'm struggling with is the fact that I don't know where to like where the boundary lies between compassion and enforcing of boundaries. You know what I'm trying to say? Like how many chances do you give someone? That type of thing. Like let me know in the comments. Are you guys struggling with that too? Like that's kind of like where I'm at. And I don't mean like how many chances do you give someone? Like I mean I guess I do, but even like yourselves, like how many times are we going to do the same thing over before we stand up for ourselves or say something or speak up or, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. So that's what this full moon energy is about for me. So now let me talk to you about how you may feel collectively and how you'll feel individually for each sign. So, collectively, the collective energy is going to be focused again on emotional healing and introspection. That's Cancer energy. So, people may feel sensitive and intuitive, leading to heightened awareness of their feelings and those of others. That's another thing I need to talk about because how many of you guys messaged me today? And you don't have to tell me in the comments if you don't want to, but if you do, please share, right? But how many of you messaged me today and said something to me about your intuition? I remember one message said, "Oh my gosh, why am I so intuitive today?" I remember another message that said, "How come I'm able to see through everything today?" I seen another message that said, "Why am I hearing all this guidance, or why am I open to receiving all this guidance all of a sudden?" Guys, that's your intuition, and because the Cancer full moon is the water sign, it is the Cancer sign, it is the sign, I mean, that represents strong intuition. So it's very likely that you'll also experience this with this particular full moon, right? It is a great time to release any emotional baggage and to nurture connections with loved ones. I want to talk about that a little bit because a lot of times people have the full moon and they believe that the full moon is about like releasing people, places or things. Like this job isn't serving me any good. I'm quitting this job. Full moon, done. This relationship isn't serving my greater good anymore. I'm leaving this person. Full moon, done. All these types of things. And here's what's happening, guys. That's actually not what the full moon is for. The full moon, Kathleen, welcome. The full moon is actually a culmination of the lunar cycle. So it's like you're supposed to go back to the beginning of the cycle. What have you accomplished through this last lunar cycle? And that's what the full moon is for. The only thing, and you are releasing during full moons, but the only thing that you're releasing is your negative thoughts, your lower vibrational energy that it's you telling yourself you can't have something, you can't do something, you're not powerful enough or something. They're habits, they're poor habits, right? That's what you release during full moons, and that's it. So, like people and places and things that you're like, I'm just done with this in my life right now, and I'm ready to leave it behind and move forward. Guys, that's the waning moon. And that is an energy exchange. You can see on your screen there that I'm offering tonight. So if anyone's interested, of course, please let us know in the comments, right? Guys, I forgot to tell sister, she asked me today, she said, what is the um like what do moderators do? What are the requirements? Like what am I supposed to do? I may have forgot to mention to her guys that making the list is part of the requirements. My bad. I love you. All right. So let me get to the rest of it, guys. Okay. So Cancer full moon collectively going to encourage us to connect with our loved ones and release any emotional baggage. It's also going to encourage us to create a safe space for ourselves and others, fostering a sense of community and belonging. All right, so here's the impact on all 12 signs, and then I'm going to read for the collective, and then we'll get to those free and paid mini readings, right? All right, so let's start with Aries, right? That's me, the Aries. You want to focus on home and family matters with this full moon. It's a good time to resolve any conflicts and strengthen bonds with loved ones. All right, Taurus, this is going to be communication. Communication is going to be key with the Cancer full moon. You want to share your feelings openly with friends and family to enhance understanding and support. Gemini. Gemini, this is going to be more about financial matters. These could come up with this to the forefront with this Cancer full moon, and you want to reflect on your values and consider how they align with your emotional needs. All right, Cancer. So this is literally your time to shine because it's your full moon, right? So you want to embrace your emotions and set intentions for personal growth. Self care is essential. Leo, you may feel a pull towards solitude energy, wanting to spend some time on your own, but you really want to use this time for introspection and to recharge your emotional batteries. Virgo, so friendships could be the thing for Virgo. Friendships and social connections will be heightened during this time. You want to engage your community and nurture those relationships. Libra, so Libras, you want to, this is going to be more like career, public image focused type of energy, the Cancer full moon, especially for those of you that have family or are like a mother archetype, have children, that type of thing. Libras, this is about balancing your personal ambitions, like your work life, with your home life. And it includes putting the focus on your emotional well-being, Libras. Scorpios. So this full moon, Scorpios, this is going to encourage you exploration of deeper beliefs and philosophies. So you may start talking to God, right? Scorpios. I feel like the Scorpios are praying more than they probably ever prayed before. And that's pretty significant if you understand astrology, the zodiac, and what the Scorpio sign represents. Which is the ruler of like the underworld. We kind of give Scorpios a bad kind of, I don't know, juju sometimes because we always say that they're the ruler of the underworld and it's like the death and rebirth energy and yada, yada, yada. I don't know. I love the Scorpios. They're the strongest, baddest asses people I know. And I still believe that to this day, like has not changed. But I do believe that the Scorpios are going through some pretty massive transformation. Again, it's just going to be the astrology. It's that Pluto, guys. It's that Pluto. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio, and Pluto did just move from Capricorn into Aquarius, and we won't experience these tough energies again in our lifetime. But that doesn't really help us like right now, right? Like right now, these energies are here. But what I can say to Scorpio is that everything passes, even the tough times. My ears just started ringing. Welcome, welcome. All right, so The full moon going to encourage Scorpio for deeper beliefs. You want to embrace new perspectives and learning opportunities with the Cancer full moon for Scorpios. All right, Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, this is going to be about emotional healing related to shared resources or intimacy that may arise. Focus on trust and vulnerability and relationships. Ooh, that's going to be a tough one, Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn. So partnerships will be heightened at this time. Work on strengthening your connections and addressing any unresolved issues. The unresolved issues part is going to be big for Capricorn with the Cancer full moon, especially when it relates to immediate family, such as mothers, sisters, aunts, that type of thing. All right, Aquarius, health and daily routines may need attention. You want to prioritize self care and emotional balance in your daily life. And lastly, we have Pisces. This is going to be about a very creative and romantic time for you. I feel like that's where the spotlight's going to be for Pisces. You want to allow your emotions to flow into your artistic pursuits and relationships. All right, guys. So that is all 12 signs for the full moon. Make sure to take time to journal about your feelings and relationships during this time. It can definitely help you clarify what it is that you want to release. Remember, like we were talking, connect as well. Reach out to loved ones, share your thoughts and feelings, and listen to theirs as you're building an emotional connection. This is going to be key at this time. You want to create a safe space. This is also really important at this time with this Cancer full moon. Um, it's whether it's at home or like within yourself, you want to create an environment where you feel secure and comfortable expressing how you feel, your emotions. You want to practice self-care. This can be very helpful at this time with this full moon, any full moon, right? But you want to engage in activities that nurture your spirit, such as meditation, baths, or spending time in nature. And you want to set intentions with this full moon. So use this full moon to set intentions for emotional healing and personal growth. Like actually get a piece of paper and write them down and then revisit them as the lunar cycle progresses, right? All right, guys, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that Cancer full moon energy stuff is helpful. I am going to get our screen on here. Michelle says, please add me over on Facebook to the list for Cancer. I was about to say, like, who's she talking? Who's doing it? Michelle, who's mine? She is my Facebook. I love y'all. I'm supposed to not stress about the comments. You guys know, like, ever since we started, like, I'm not supposed to pay attention. I'm supposed to just do the reading. And it's like, it's so stressful not to. And then you guys do such a good job as moderators that I really don't have to stress about it. But it's like I do anyway, and then I get distracted. And I think that's why I'm not supposed to pay attention to the comments because, I already get distracted easily. So it's like shiny object syndrome, right? So it's like, when I look at the comments, it happens that much more. But that's why we have to have moderators, right? I'm so grateful. You guys, I've had my moderators like almost since the very, very beginning, and they're like dear, dear close friends to me. And I've got to meet some of you, and it's just like I only got a couple more that I need to meet, right? But it's like I'm just so grateful for everything you do because this show, this channel, this stuff like would not run this smoothly. You know what I mean? If I it wasn't for you guys. So just thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, I pulled the Heal Yourself reading cards out because, well, I mean, we're in that energy. It's that Cancer full moon. We're gonna have to face some, feelings that may be challenging for us, right? Also, sister, I just want to mention I've been trying to, and Diane, everybody knows too, but I've been trying to top the list off at 11 just for my own well-being and sanity. I just seen Diana post the list and I was like, whoa. All right. So collective reading first, Cancer full moon. Remember, we're looking at the whole week. So we're looking at the 12th through the 18th. The full moon does come in at the The 13th, and I believe it's in the morning. Let me check on that just real quick. I have it right here. Oh, my bad. 5:27 p.m. Eastern time. So it comes in, it peaks. It peaks in the evening time. Guys, if you're watching this channel, you're most likely having an awakening. You most likely are trying to figure out and follow your purpose as well. And if that's the case, then you most likely feel these energies early, just like the rest of us. I do feel like there's a reason for that. Like there's something we're supposed to do with it. Maybe we're supposed to learn how to transmute this energy and then share that information with others, right? Like very possible. But yeah, you most likely are already feeling it. That's why I like to do all of these readings a week in advance, right? Like a week ahead. All right. And again, I do plan on coming out with the zodiac, all 12 signs tomorrow night. So please come back, hang out with us, join us. And I just want to make sure we get this Cancer full moon energy information out. All right, I'm going to start masculine energy first. Guys, please remember everyone has masculine and feminine energies. We all use these readings for different situations. Use them for what you need to use them for. If it's, your internal masculine and feminine, great. That's the actual point. If you're using these energies for counterpart energy, or like what some people, the word, I use counterpart energy to when I'm talking about the person that woke me up. And the word catalyst was shown to me today. The word catalyst. Have you guys heard that word before? I kind of like that more than counterpart. I know that counterpart is more like romantic and oh la la, right? But I feel like the catapult, like that word, like that's what happened. You see, I'm like the catalyst or whatever, like that's what happened. Like that was the reason that all of this, shit went down. That's why my life got turned completely upside down. That's why I'm so blessed today with PLR, right? So I feel like I don't know. I may start calling him the catalyst. But anyway, some of you may use your energies, the opposite energy that you relate to, to go towards the person that woke you up. That's very possible as well. But regardless of what you use them for, if you're on this type of spiritual awakening journey with me, our goal is to balance our internal masculine and feminine energies. So I always like to say that your masculine energy is your protect and provide energy. It's the energy that makes you like lock your door at night, right? And then your feminine energy is your nurture, self care energy. So it's what makes you like wash your hair. So we all have these energies within. And if you're having any type of spiritual awakening, I believe that the goal is to balance those out. All right, so masculine energy first. So we're looking at the protect and provide energy. Masculine is like the giver, the aggressor, the protect and provider, right? So we have family and tribe coming out. We also have faith coming out and help from above. I'm taking all three. Wow. I just want to say to the masculine energy, I was told to take all three, but I also see the victim consciousness on the back. So you may be in a little bit of a woe me type of energy. You may be dealing with some family and soul tribe issues. Like you could be learning who your friends are and who your friends aren't, right? For masculine energy, the have faith, I think this is the have faith that help is coming. That's kind of what I'm getting. Help from above energy. We're gonna clarify. I don't really know why that's coming out. I'm not saying spirit's not helping us, but I do feel like this moon is a little bit of like we're having to stand on our own. Like spirit is kind of like um it's almost a little bit of like consequences to our actions type of energy. Um, so I'm not sure what the help from above is, but spirit is telling masculine energy that's dealing with family and soul tribe, maybe finding out people's true colors, maybe seeing that people aren't really who they thought they were, something like that. They're going to receive help from above, but there is some type of like victim consciousness, like whoa me, why me, or why does like darkness follow me, why isn't love for me, yada yada yada. We So it's giving strong divine masculine energy, and I'm not don't shoot the messenger. Like I'm not trying to say anything against divine masculine. We went through divine feminine went through this lesson as well. We still go through this lesson on a regular basis, right? The victim consciousness. So I feel like divine masculine right now could be learning some hard lessons in the victim consciousness mentality. Divine masculine could be praying. Divine masculine could also feel like they're angry, like there's like emotional turbulence with their feelings towards God, help from above. There could be something that happened with family and tribe that is causing divine masculine to struggle with their faith. Remember, this is the full moon that you're going to get right with God. So, I mean, it makes sense. All right, feminine energies, please. All right, so we have pay attention to the signs. How many of you that resonate with divine feminine feel like the synchronicities are being thrown in your face left and right? And how many of you that resonate with divine feminine feel like you're sick of seeing the synchronicities? I feel like it kind of goes a little, it's a little split. It's like some people, I used to be sick of the synchronicities. Tiana, welcome. I used to get really upset, like when I saw his name everywhere, or I saw people that looked like him, or his vehicle. Like he had this, vehicle for a while. So like I saw this vehicle, and I just all the time, it was just pissing me off, driving me crazy. Wanted it to stop. Right? Has that happened to you guys ever? Like, let me know in the comments. Don't leave me hanging. So I feel like what's happening right now for divine feminine is we're starting to accept the synchronicities. We're starting to not be like, what's the word I'm thinking of, like bitter or resentful of the synchronicities, because we're starting to understand that the synchronicities mean that we're exactly where we're supposed to be. The synchronicities give us confirmation. So let me just give you an example. I was doing a one-on-one today. Excuse me. And I was talking to the person I was giving the reading to, and we were actually talking about all the different synchronicities in like our journeys, like my life and her life, what's happening right now. It's like we're both kind of dealing with very, very similar things. And I was like, you know what, we all are. Like, I don't want to come out here and tell people other people's story. I want you guys to like talk about it willingly on your own in the comments. But I don't want to be like, hey, so and so told me this thing, right? So it's like I just can tell you that it's collective. But I want you guys to talk about it more, because if you did, you would freak out at how much or how similar our things are, like the lessons that we're learning in life. And like I was telling this person I was having this one-on-one with, I said, we're all in different places. We're in different places all over the country. We're in different places all over the world, right? Vanessa, where are you from? You know what I'm saying? Like we're all over. And it's like, so what are the odds? Like what is the like why would we all be learning, different people, different places, but it's always the same lesson, right? Like how, interesting is that? But here's the thing I'm trying to say. A synchronicity will also let you know that you belong. Like that's something that has been really big for me. So, and alchemy is also here. So it's like if you're one of those people that you're like me and you were sick of seeing all the signs, you were sick of seeing the name, you were sick of seeing the car, you were sick of seeing the person that looks like this person, and it was just driving you batshit crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Start alchemizing that. Start understanding that all of those signs are confirmations for the journey that you're on. And you're literally exactly where you're supposed to be. That's why you keep seeing those signs. You see what I'm saying? So look at it that way instead of like, oh my gosh, why am I always so bombarded with all of this stuff? Right? Does that make sense? All right, so alchemy also coming out for the divine feminine. So it does tell me that divine feminine is alchemizing, which just means that you're transmuting, you're turning lower vibrational into higher vibrational, pain into love, right? We have unleash your creativity coming out, and I love that it comes out with this confirmation, because Remember, I always tell you that your creativity is what spirit gives you so that you're able to follow your purpose, right? Like that's the plan all along. On the bottom of the deck for Divine Feminine, we have discover your purpose. So what I'm getting for Divine Feminine is that you're seeing a lot of synchronicities, but you're stepping up to the plate. So one, congratulations, pat yourself on the back. This journey has been painful, right? It's been a challenge. This isn't easy. Like people joke about this journey and we make memes and we laugh about it, but if you're like me and you're really on it, it's sometimes it's just not funny, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, good job, Divine Feminine. And I'm not saying not good job, Divine Masculine. It's just Divine Masculine has a lot of work to do. I mean, it's been clearly proven over all of the years and all of the studies and all of the research in this type of situation, this type of spiritual awakening, that the Divine Feminine has always led, has always been ahead, has always had to go through the trials and tribulations first, and then Divine Masculine comes behind. I don't know why that is, but what I can say in my own journey, and I'm actually in a little bit of a disagreement with spirit about what I'm going to talk about in my own journey. In fact, the only thing I'm going to say about my own personal journey is that it has changed. That's it. That's all I'm going to say about that. But it's like, it's it's weird to see the things happen to the other person after they already happened to you. Like after you've already been stripped of everything and had to go find God and had to get restored and rebirthed and all of this stuff. Like it's weird to see it happening to the catalyst. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's interesting to see it like physically happening. It's hard too because as someone that's already like we're ahead, we've already experienced that, we've already done it, we've already transmuted that energy, we already turned that pain into love. So it's like it's hard to see somebody you know in it, and it's hard not to like just go over there and be like, here's your solution to your problem, or here's what it is that you need. Do not do that. Do not do that. Do not do that. That's what I've been hearing like over and over and over. So it's like, do not. Just like we had to pick ourselves up, this energy has to pick itself up. So do not try to do the work for them, right? All right, let's look at the bridging energy. So, what is everybody learning? Remember, different people, you don't have to be together. It doesn't have to be union. This doesn't have to be some fantasy, happy fairy tale bullshit that people lie and sell you. It's not true. This is like a learning, spiritual awakening, growth situation. Okay. So, like, let's say you're not together. Maybe you don't even talk. Maybe you do talk, but it's just a little bit. It doesn't matter, right? Because everyone has their own purpose, their own journey. But the bridging energy, that thing that we were just talking about, that I said we're all learning at the same time, right? It's collective. We live in different places with different people, but it's the same lesson. That's what I made this bridging energy. That's what the bridging energy is, right? We have letting go is on the bottom. How is that confirmation for anybody? It's confirmation for me. So letting go is the current spiritual lesson. That's what we're learning right now. We also have the beauty card, which means that we're learning. Ooh, I got the throat punched. We're learning the beauty of the situation, like why something had to happen a certain way. But then we have the hole in the soul and the inner child on the bottom. Ouch, ouch. Um, so hole in the soul is just that. There is some longing. There is some internal something that both parties feel because it's the bridging energy. But there is some letting go that has to be done. Something from the past has to be completely let go. Both sides need to see like why something had to happen for a reason. There's like a purpose, the beauty of the situation. You know what I mean? But the hole in the soul card, definitely a little um hole in the soul card is a card that we see like when we're dealing with separation. Um, again, not going into my own, but some of you may be in separation. Some of you may be like, what do we say, like minimal communication, little to no contact. um some of you could, even with the inner child card coming out, some of you could be healing inner child wounds, so you could be in contact, but there's still this like longing or this pull. um it's going to be the cord. I feel like we don't talk about that enough, because I don't like talking about that kind of stuff, because I feel like people are such judgmental bees sometimes, and it's like they hear something that they don't understand or they don't have knowledge about, so they like immediately make some assumption. You know what I'm trying to say? But if you're on this type of awakening like I am, you feel this pull, like constantly, 24/7, nonstop. um we think that it's like towards a person, right? Like, I think that's what we think. And then I'm learning in my journey that this is my alignment. This has never been towards that person. It was never about that person. This was about me aligning, like, with God, with source, with my soul's path in this lifetime. And so when I pull away, I'm just learning this, so bear with me. But it's like when I pull away from PLR and I go to do something that I want to do, because we have free will and I can do whatever the F I want, right? So when I go do that, um, that pull is there, and it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And some of us have even described it as a painful feeling internally, right? Most of us feel it like between the second, between the third and fourth chakra. So between your solar plexus above your belly button, but before your heart chakra. And some of you feel it right at your heart space, your heart chakra. But it's a pulling, it's a longing. It's like something is pulling at you. It makes you feel like you're connected to this thing, right? Tell me you guys know what I'm talking about. Um, when we heal inner child wounds, we actually heal that cord. Um, when we try to go like cut them, we pay people to do all these like rituals and spells and this type of stuff, and then they don't work and we get super upset. Our inner child is like screaming at us, right? But when we face the inner child and we heal whatever those abandonment and rejection wounds are, it's like we unhook ourselves. Have you guys ever watched MJ? um, Over on Soulful Revolution. So she talks about that all the time. She talks about, thank you, ladies, for the confirmation. She talks about the unhooking of the cord. Like, stop paying people to lie to you and tell you that you can just cut this cord and walk away by saying something three times and turning into circles and then going to sleep. Like, it's bullshit. Don't do it. It doesn't work, right? Like, what would be the lesson in that? We would never learn anything if it was that easy. Tap your toes three times and wish you could go home. I mean, come on. So it's like you have to actually do some inner work. You have to actually like go within and find out, like, why do I feel abandoned? Why do I feel rejected? Why do I feel like my parents didn't freaking take care of me? Why do I feel like whatever, whatever it is? It's like you got to face that. You got to heal that. And then what happens is you're not ripping this cord away from this energy. You're unhooking yourself from this energy. Does that make sense? It makes so much sense to me when she explains that, unhooking process. All right, here we go with the tarot. I decided we're just going straight rider waite. Let's just get to the nitty gritty. Today, I've been trying to catch up all the readings and just really get caught up with everything that I'm behind. And I don't know, I feel like it's don't shoot the messenger day. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's like all the readings I had to tell somebody something like really, not fun. And it's like, I don't know. But I'd rather somebody tell me, Rosa, don't waste your money. You can't just cut this. You have to like actually do some physical work and heal something. so that I could actually do it properly and get unstuck. You see what I'm saying? Then have somebody tell me, oh, wait for this person. He's going to get better. He's going to figure it out. You're going to get married, live happily ever after. I used to have a friend that used to tell me all the time, oh, I see you guys sitting on a porch by the lake. Like, give me a freaking break, you know? All right. Let's see. Masculine energy. And like big confirmation because the King of Cups comes out, and the King of Cups is my clue card for the divine masculine. It's overflow of emotion. King of Cups is trying to get your emotions in check. Four of Pentacles, they could be holding on to something too tightly. They could be holding on to their emotions really tightly as well. Queen of Wands could have something to do with imposter syndrome. Someone could be seeing them for who they are. We do have a pair, but we don't have a match. I just want to point that out. So there's four suits in tarot, right? There's the cups, there's the swords, there's the pentacles, there's the wands, okay? One, always pay attention to what doesn't show up. The swords didn't show up. Swords are communications and clarity, understanding the mind, perception, how you perceive things, right? Okay, but the three that we do have says that this couple, this pair, there's like some type of, okay, so we don't, it's not King of Cups and Queen of Cups, right? It's King of Cups and Queen of Wands. So it's like we have a pair, the king and queen, but you're not in alignment. Someone's focused on their emotions, someone is wanting action. And I didn't mean I didn't mean to say it like that. I just meant like someone's wanting to take action, whatever. All right, let's go feminine energy. But there's, I just want to say there's like a stalemate here. That Four of Pentacles is like there's no movement. So it's like it doesn't matter. All right, feminine energy. I feel like you're doing the things, you're unleashing your creativity, you're following your purpose, you're alchemizing. We have a tower coming out. We have that Wheel of Fortune coming out. I've seen those cards earlier, and we have the Lovers coming out. For those of you that read tarot, did you just crap your pants too? What? Okay, get it together, Rosa. Um, One, congratulations. How many of you divine feminines feel like you're getting a hold of your triggers? You're not being triggered anymore. Um, People could be trying to trigger you. That's been a, for me like all day. Well, really, I guess since it's been a couple of days. It's been a couple of days. So you could feel as well like someone's just trying to like get your attention. If someone's trying to shake things up, someone's trying to, I don't know, but it's like you're not falling for it. You're not falling for it. And I just want to say, for some of you divine feminines, it definitely could be the counterpart. We do see the Lovers card here. And we also like see the Tower, which is Mars energy, which is a representation of the masculine. So it would totally make sense. So for some of you, the masculine could be shaking something up. Something could be happening, Wheel of Fortune, like something that has to do with divine timing, or it's just time. I don't know. But it could be shaking things up for you. And the Lover says, you're not falling for the shit. Like you're not, the triggers aren't happening. I don't want to say that. I don't want to come out here and be like, the triggers aren't happening. Um, Again, don't want to talk about my own journey. I would say that we're doing better with triggers. How about that? We're doing better. We're doing a lot better with triggers. All right, let's look at the bridging energy. So we do have the Hole in the Soul card. It is not my favorite card in the Heal Yourself reading cards, but it does say that you have some inner work to do. You have some healing to do. At no point should we have any problem with this here, the letting go. At no point should we have any issue. Once you get so far in this journey, the Lovers is also my clue card for the twin flame journey. So I'm just saying, but it's like once you get that far, you realize they never went anywhere. There's nobody gone. There's nothing missing. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It's like once you get so far through your awakening, once you start seeing all the confirmation and all the things happen, it's like, I don't know, you're no longer in that. It's easier to let go. It's easier to let go because what you're never letting go of the person. You're never letting go of the love or depth of emotion that you have for the person. None of that. And like if you have anger for the person, that's not your twin. Like I'm so tired of that. Like people are like, I'm angry at my whatever. They hurt me, they did this. Guys, that's not a twin. That's gonna be a karmic relationship, and I'm sorry, but you need to learn some lesson or you're just gonna keep repeating. A twin will ghost you before they hurt you. Remember that. So next time you get mad because your, catapultist person ghosts you, like don't get mad. Like it's better. It's for protection. Remember, separation is God's protection. But bridging energy, we're going through something, we're healing something. Divine masculine maybe having to let go of something that they're seeing the beauty in a situation in, that maybe they have some deep internal attachment. Like it could definitely have something to do with this family and tribe over here. But for divine feminine, this is more of like that alchemy energy. It's like you're being shown that you have let go. You're not trying to control. You wish everyone all the happiness, right? Like you already understand what your journey consists of. Look at all those major arcana coming out for divine feminine. I'm just saying. So the tower is again Mars energy. Wheel of Fortune is going to be Jupiter energy. The lovers, Gemini. So we have Sagittarius, Gemini, and Aries. See what comes out for bridging energy. Several cards again. We have the Queen of Swords, speaking your truth. This is about you enforcing your boundaries. Yay, divine feminine. Enforcing your boundaries. Um, I mean, for some of you, it could have something to do with your words. Something that's, and here's a big yes. Something that Spirit's been getting on to me about is showing compassion. Like, so again, I talked about this at the beginning of the live. It's like I struggle to show compassion. It's not that I don't have the compassion, it's that if you've like broke through some boundary of mine, I'm coming at you full force. You know what I'm trying to say? It's the Aries in me. I don't know. And it's like, so Spirit's like, no, Rosa, you can't just, slice throats and watch them bleed out. You have to actually communicate, talk, discuss emotions. And I'm like, what the bleep, right? Um, so you may also be having to, talk about how you feel or talk about how other people feel or stand up for yourself in some way. The Three of Pentacles is here. The Three of Pentacles is like teamwork, partnership. It's about working together. It's also about respecting each other and understanding each other's ideas. I also see the Seven of Cups, which is about having multiple choices. Ten of Cups, emotional contentment. Five of Cups is again releasing of the past, letting go of something that's like lost, and the High Priestess is unknowing. Whatever is lost, this Five of Cups, whatever you are having to let go of or release, it's like you have some knowing that, like if remember how I said earlier, like if it's a person, like you know that you're not releasing that person, you're just releasing your expectations of that person. Does that make sense? All right, let's do a quick head, heart, higher self. I love the respect each other. That's another thing with twins is you can be angry at one another, right? Like, I mean, you're not mean to one another, but you can be angry, you can be disappointed, right? People are disappointed, that happens. But you can't be like disrespectful to one another. Does that make sense? Um, like I get that tap on the back of the head whenever like I'm trying to like curse and be like, oh, that asshole didn't do what I wanted him to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not allowed to do that. I'm not allowed to like, say that kind of stuff. And if I do, I feel like it's, like what do they call that? Like the instant karma. Like whatever, spankings I'm getting, it's like instantaneous, right? So I find that pretty interesting with twins as well. So yeah, if you and your twin are like cussing each other out and you're having screaming matches and you're this, I'm that, you're that, you're like that's not a twin. Not happening. If you don't respect each other, if you don't see like what the other person has had to go through, if you can't see yourself, ooh, this is the best one. Are you ready? If you can't see yourself in that person, then you're not twins. I think that's the biggest misconception is people are trying to have, karmic twin flames, and it's like, what? There was a cat dog again. All right, masculine, we have nurture and compassion. I just use those words coming out in the headspace. That's the thoughts. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire in the heart space. It was coming out in reverse. It's something about surrendering to some passion or some desire. And let's see what comes out for higher self lesson for the divine masculine. We have two cards, autumn and awaken. It says remember, awaken. So something could be coming in autumn for the divine masculine. Something could have happened this past autumn. This could definitely have something to do with their awakening. They could be remembering something about their awakening. Um, but I think it's more of like remembering something about their awakening by this coming fall. So it's like by this coming fall, something about their awakening. It's like they're remembered, they're reminded, something like that is what I'm hearing. And it definitely could have something to do with the heart space where we see the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and it did again surrender energy, but it's like it came out in reverse. So it's like um I don't know. And it's interesting because it's the one with her hair is like in flames. So it's like this energy where I get like the flame refuses to die out. Like you can submerge this person. I almost said a bad word, but you could submerge this person as much as you want, and the flame's not gonna go. Like good luck with that, right? In the heart space. So for divine masculine, sometimes that could have something to do with those escape tools that we talk about, like drinking and drugs and that kind of stuff. It's not necessarily. Here's what I want to say: the divine masculine has been crawling out of some hellacious shit. And the fact that they're able to drink less is amazing. Remember when Divine Feminine, when you drank every single day, right? Some of you didn't, but you had another like crutch or something that you did every single day, right? Once you grew your relationship with spirit, that you let that crutch go. You didn't need it anymore. Now you've got God, right? So that's kind of what is happening to Divine Masculine here. All right, in the headspace for divine feminine, epiphany, breakthrough. That's me just now. We have guilt and sabotage coming in the heart space. This could be a message back and forth. I think it is because again, with the naked male, have mercy. And then we have action, courage, Jupiter, beginning. So divine feminine, you are starting some new beginnings. You are going to have to be really courageous. I'm going to step on some toes here because I'm going to venture out to tell you, divine feminine, that what you're going to have to be courageous in is you're going to have to let this masculine go through their shit. And it's going to be hard, and you're not going to want to. You're going to want to run and dive and help and assist and pull them back out of this shithole, but you can't. But you can't. And if you do, I mean, I'm definitely getting the message. Like, if I was to do this, I'm only going to cause myself more pain. I'm only going to cause myself more heartache. I'm only going to enable this person to continue to make poor choices. I have to let him face his shit so that he can learn from his shit and become a better person. Right? Does that make sense, Divine Feminine? And I know you feel it. When your counterpart, when your catalyst, whatever the hell we want to call it, like when they're going through something, and it's both ways. In case you were wondering, like, do they feel it when I'm sad? Hell yeah, they do. Don't let them lie to you. I swear to you, they do. But here's the thing: you feel it so intensely that sometimes you think it's you. You don't realize that it's not you, that you're just connecting to this energy and you're feeling them internally in that moment. I was telling sister the other day, I said, sometimes I used to, like, I knew that my, um, whatever, like hung out in his garage a lot. Okay. And I knew that like it's, winter time and it gets cold and he used to smoke cigarettes. So he would be like outside smoking cigarettes. And I know, don't laugh. I'm crazy. Lulu Lala, whatever. I don't even care anymore. I would feel that cold. You know what I mean? Like I could be inside sitting by a fireplace, completely warm. It's not me. You know what I mean? And it's like I would just get super, super cold, like chilled to the bone. Like I knew that somebody was outside and they didn't have a coat on. And I just want to say, like, he used to drink, so it was like when you drink, you have like, the liquid courage. So it's like body heat. You don't feel cold. You know what I mean? Yeah. Rebirth and winter is here. I feel like that's what's happening to all of us. All right. Guidance cards. Should we do messages? Should we do messages? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't no. I'm gonna say no. No messages. All right, let's do guidance. Let's do some messages. Just real quick. We'll do a couple. I know, I'm so nosy. Let's just do, okay, let's do those. All right, you did the same thing I did years ago. You gave up something that belonged to you. This isn't actually a new one, but it's kind of new. That was said to me last June. Just try it, comes out, and I'll always be the bad guy. So yeah, divine masculine to divine feminine could feel like, I don't know, like they're not as important. Or maybe you see them in a different light. Again, if this is counterpart energy, that's not true. You can only see the best of them. That's the only way. Like you only see them like internally, their soul. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's unconditional. I don't know. I feel like I'm not, sometimes I feel like I can't ever find the right words. All right, let's do feminine to masculine. Your eyes always talk to me. I'm trying to deal with my consequences, facts, and I can hear you. More facts. All right. Don't give your credit away to anyone. That's something that like was told to me a lot when I was like, oh, well, so and so helped me do this and so helped me do that. And he was like, no, you did that shit. You know what I mean? Like, all right, let's pull guidance out. So I'm using the Tree of Life and the Man card flies out. Let's read it out of the book. Very strong divine masculine. Do you guys feel it? All right. So masculine attributes: action, determination, physicality, strength, confidence. Stoicism is here. Chivalry, domination, control, aggression, closed-mindedness is sticking out like a neon light, and cruelty is also there. All right. The animus or masculine concept is in everyone, like we said at the beginning, remember? And you now demanding attention. If Tree of Life Man is in your cards, you have a chance to take action with confidence. This is a time to balance your archetypal masculine aspect with your archetypal feminine aspect. Did you hear that? Let me read that one more time. This is a time to balance your archetypal masculine aspect with your archetypal feminine aspect. What I said at the very beginning, you guys remember? So you are confident and decisive when you draw this card. Being stoic and authoritative is good for you right now. Getting a sense of strength through physicality will embolden you. You may even need more confidence to put your will into focus and bring what you want into reality. Tree of Life Man card reminds you not to hold back your feelings and thoughts and not to be afraid that you will be scorned or in some way disapproved of if you speak your mind. Tree of Life man is there to remind you to stand tall with determination and speak your truth without fear. Be chivalrous and willing to fight for what you believe in. If you are surrounded by those more assertive than you, do you feel dominated or controlled? Do you allow others to design how you spend your time? Are you around aggressive ones who force their will upon you, or ambitious they are so ambitious they forgot to consider your position? If so, Tree of Life man asks that you hold your ground. Don't be easy to knock over. Stand tall and well rooted. Feel yourself as sturdy as an oak tree. And on the other hand, are you using too much aggression or force? That's me. Remember, to be truly powerful, one must have a balanced masculine and feminine aspect. Tree of Life man reminds us that when we are truly strong, we are not threatened by success of others and can approach others with a generous heart, knowing that everyone has potential and a life purpose. Life is not just a game about win or lose, but also about it's much more. Tree of Life man card asks you to incorporate attributes that help you reach your goals without overdoing it. Avoid cruelty and closed minded attitudes. Ooh, the spankings that I'm getting. All right, guys, that's going to be your collective. I'm going to leave that right there. I so hope that that was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly. I'll play our little Cancer Moon video so you guys can see. I am offering a Cancer full moon reading completely free tonight, guys. So if you want to participate, I know some of you guys are on the list. We have Sister making new list. We're at nine on the list. I love that. Sweet. That's always good. We can really kind of slow down there and then keep those spots for, like, if someone comes in, or no more than 11 though. It's just, that's my goal. All right. So I'm also offering the Waning Moon. So if you feel like you're ready to release something, that's on your screen now. Of course, there's going to be the Talking to Heaven for free, general guidance for free. Guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call your name, and I'm just going to need you to say, is Vanessa first on the list? I'm just going to need you to say hi to me in the comments. I knew, because she said, she said hi. And then that's how we'll know, like, whose turn it is and who I'm talking to, and all that yada yada. I actually just realized that I did not post the video that shows us what readings we're doing. My bad. Luckily, we've all been in here several times, so we all know. And I have these amazing moderators. They are doing a great job. I'm so grateful. All right, let me get to the list. So Vanessa is first. I do like to write the list down myself. Because guys, when the chats are going, like, it gets super hard to find it. Oh, no, it's okay. It helps me call everybody's name out so I know, like, who I'm about to read for and stuff. So we got Vanessa over on Facebook.
Yeah, then Sherry on
Sherry on YouTube.
then Sandra on YouTube.
Sandra on YouTube.
Jennifer on YouTube.
Jenna on YouTube. Is Jennifer Jenna?
It's Jenna. It
Jenna.
was Jennifer. I don't know.
Is it Jennifer? Is it someone else?
No, the name said Jennifer Reeves.
Okay, I just want to make sure it's Jenna. And then
Michelle on Facebook.
Michelle.
Diana on YouTube.
Diana. Catherine.
Then Catherine. Then Tiona.
Tiona.
Then me.
And Sister. I love it. All right, here we go. All right, let me get rid of the comments. I see Vanessa's hi up here. Right there. All right. And Cancer full moon, correct?
Yep. They're all Cancer full moon.
All right. I actually pulled out trying to decide what I want to do. Higher self message. I was going to use the Sacred Traveler. I think I'm gonna stick to the plan, Rosa. That's what I think. All right. So I'm gonna use for the Cancer full moon. I'm gonna use the Tarot of the Enchanted Soul, and then we'll pull a Sacred Traveler for the higher self message. Okay. All right, here we go, Vanessa. So first reading, what is your intuition trying to tell you? I like asking questions like this because I feel like it gives us confirmation, right? So it's like, oh yes, I knew that. Rosa just confirmed. I don't have to doubt myself anymore. I can now move forward, right? So what is your intuition trying to tell you? We have 4 of coins coming out. I also see a King of Swords. You're holding on to something and your intuition is telling you to let something go. Possessiveness, control is on here. If this is someone trying to like possess you or control you, then it's like your intuition is telling you, hey, I need to have some better boundaries with this person, right? I shouldn't be letting this person like control me or whatever. If it's you, then it's like telling you that you need to let something go. You shouldn't be trying to hold it or like resist it or hold it down. I just heard that message, and this may pertain to you, Vanessa. It may not. But it could be just someone that's in the room. But it's like I heard that message that says let people do what they're gonna do. Have you ever heard that before? Like there's like a saying that says like just let them do, so that way you can see like who their true self is, like what their true thing is, right? And again, it tells me that your intuition has been telling you that. All right, so where you need better boundaries, where you need better boundaries. We have the 5 of Wands. Competition, conflicts, fights. Are you running from fights, Vanessa? Are you trying not to be confrontational? We get to this part in the journey where we start feeling bad for being confrontational, and we think that Spirit's telling us not to be confrontational. Spirit's never going to tell you to just take something laying down. Like, that's not Spirit. That's not going to happen. Spirit will tell you to enforce your boundaries with compassion and understanding. That's a challenge for me right now, Vanessa. That may be a challenge for you as well, like right now, currently. So you may need to be a little firmer when you're enforcing boundaries, right? And if we're looking at where you need to have better boundaries, your wands are like your passion, your drive, your excitement. So it's like if someone is trying to like, I don't know, control what you're passionate about or what you're allowed to get excited about, clearly you would need to have better boundaries in that situation, right? All right, let's do higher self message. You have crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. All right, I'm going to leave that right there, Vanessa. I hope that was helpful. All right, Sherry, you are next. Sherry, I love you so much. She's been so patient with me today. Oh, but we had good times and we made memories, right, Sherry? All right, let me know. Say hi to me in the comments. After Sherry, we have Sandra, Jenna, Michelle, Diana, Catherine, Tiona, Nima, and that's going to be the last one, I think. Is there still space for one more?
We're at 9.
Oh, that was 9 with you on there?
Yeah.
Oh, have mercy, I can't add. I know. All right, Sherry, it's your turn. Say hi to me. Oh, you know what? I'm not. She's probably already done it. I'm not even down all the way at the bottom. Yeah, see, I'm awful. I'm like, Sherry, where are you at? All right. Oh my gosh. Now I'm trying to put Sherry in a timeout. I swear. All right. I got it. She loves me. It's okay. Oh my god. All right. How's it sound, Sherry? Do we have sound? All right, here we go. I was joking. I did Sherry's reading earlier, and we definitely had a sound issue. All right, Sherry, let's look at Cancer full moon energy for you. What is your intuition trying to tell you at this time? So, Sherry, remind us, where is Cancer for you? Listen, this sister. All right, let's see. What is your intuition trying to tell you, Sherry? We have the Sun card coming out and the Magician card coming out, 6 of Coins on the bottom. The Sun is going to be your joy, your happiness, but it's about how you're in control of your joy and your happiness. Your intuition is telling you that you can manifest something at this time, but there's going to be something about the self, something about your own success, something about I don't know, it could be like your own inner child, something that's going to be like telling you you can't do something, you can't have something, you're not ready for something. But it's like spirit, the message, what your intuition is trying to tell you, that if you want something that's going to bring you joy and happiness, oh, Sherry, it's the finger snapping. Remember, if you want it, you align and it comes to you instantaneously. So I don't want to like get all into whatever, but I did talk today about parallel timelines because I'm in this book and I'm learning about these parallel timelines, and there's this theory that everything's happening at one time. So it's not like there's this future self that has everything that you want, right, Sherry? Remember that? So it's not like that. It's like everything's at the same time, and you just have to vibrate with that frequency of that thing that you want, right? So if you want bright joy and happiness, well, then you need to be high vibrational to show the universe that you want bright joy and happiness. And when you're high vibrational, you align with bright joy and happiness and you manifest it, you make it so, you speak it into existence. That's what the magician means, right? So it's like that's what your intuition is telling you to do. All right. Where you need to have better boundaries. Where you need to have better boundaries. All right, so we have the perspective card, but the magician card is still sticking out to me. Um, it's very possible that there's someone that's trying to I don't want to really like say manipulate, but it's like they want you to see something from their perspective, and that could be like where you need to enforce the boundary. And I mean, you may even feel like they're trying to manipulate you to make you see it their way, something like that. But again, it's like you already know this, so it's like you know that you need to enforce the boundary. A lot of times when we don't enforce the boundary, it's not because we're not like saying, oh, I'm not worthy of this respect, or I'm not worthy of whatever this boundary is that I want this person to enforce. It's that we don't want to hurt the other person. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot of times that's what's going on. All right, let's pull a higher self guidance message for Sherry. As I'm going to try to get through them as quickly as possible tonight. This is not going to be a 3-hour live tonight. This is my first day back after we got power, and me and sister are still super exhausted. So I'm just going to try to get through them as quickly as possible. Sister, are you in the restream? I'm not doing it. We'll figure that out. We just got a private. Yeah, it's all right. We'll figure it out tonight or tomorrow. Okay, Sherry, rejuvenating rain, clear the past and heal the present. Grace and gratitude, through gratitude, joy expands. Those are going to be your guidance card for the Cancer full moon. I hope it was helpful, Sherry. I love you so very much. All right. Let's just keep going. Sandra is next. Well, I just did the timeout thing, so they can't do nothing else until whenever. I don't even know how it works, honestly.
Yeah.
I miss the StreamYard. Change is hard, guys. Change is hard. Oh, I love you, Cherry. All right. Sandra says hi to me. I see you. Oh, thank you. I love you, Diana. Okay. Sandra, Cancer full moon. All right, what your intuition is trying to tell you, Ace of Wands, it's telling you that you need to take some new passionate action when it comes to like your fate or, fate, destiny, something you're supposed to be doing. I'm almost getting like purpose, but that's not the purpose card. But I mean, it's same type of energy. Look at the lovers. I was like, little lover. Oh, have mercy, have mercy. That could be where you need better boundaries. That could be what your intuition is telling you. I also see this Four of Wands. Okay, I think these two go together. Devil card is on the bottom, so you are breaking free from karmic ties or you're working really hard towards a goal. Okay. What your intuition is trying to tell you is about your journey. It's trying to tell you that you have purpose, that you have something that you're supposed to be doing, that you're being called to do when it comes to this lover's energy. Again, it's not about the fantasy fairy tale. It's not about the two people. It's just about you. It's about you choosing to heal you so that when you do align, you come to the situation whole. I was talking to sister about this also too. I was trying to explain to sister how like there's people that are having this type of awakening, and they believe that the goal or like the main goal or like what it is we're here doing is to like get married, live happily ever after with this person, with this human, right? Like this thing. And it's like that's not at all what it's about. It's about like healing yourself so that like I was telling her, I was like, by the time I get my mental health in check, and by the time I'm feeling confident in my own skin and I'm eating better and I'm feeling healthy, um, I'm not going to attract an energy that isn't also doing those things. Does that make sense? So it's like by the time, let's say I got to go get my cabin in the woods and I got to go heal like we all have to eventually do. Okay, let's say I go do it. And let's say it takes me, I don't know, 10 years, right? So 10 years from now, I'm a healthier me, right? I'm going to align myself with another healthier like version. I'm not going to align myself with the person who woke me up in his broken state. You see what I'm trying to say? So it's like by the time we go through this, like we're not even, that's not even, it's not about who's there to meet us or do life with us or join us or come into union, yada, yada. It's only solely about healing within. Like that's it. That's all it's about. So your intuition could be telling you that about your journey. Now, where you need better boundaries, the Four of Wands comes out. I wanted to be like, you need better boundaries with this person because, I'm a little, whatever in my own journey, but that's not it, Sandra. Spirit's not saying to have more boundaries with that person. Spirit's saying that you need to have boundaries when it comes to your finances because Four of Wands is here. Tell me I'm wrong. Call me a liar. The Two of Swords comes out, and the Two of Swords says, like, you could feel like you can't do something right now, or you can't, like, give something to someone right now, or you can't. I don't know. It's like this stuck feeling, right? Like I can't go, I can't move, I can't go here, and it's going to be because of financial foundation. So it's like if you're trying to build a financial foundation, I don't know, maybe you're trying to save for something, a new car, a trip, who knows? So you're trying to save, and it's like somebody keeps going, hey, can I borrow this? Can I borrow that? Well, then how are you going to save, right? So Spirit's saying that's where you need to have the healthier boundaries. All right, let's get a higher self message for Sandra. Star Leva joins us over on YouTube. Leva. All right, Miracles comes out. It says, expect the wanderess to emerge, breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. Everything is smooth sailing is on the bottom. So if you're like, man, why is this shit so hard? Spirit's like, Sandra, you're learning something and it's going to make you wiser and stronger and braver. And, all those things. All right, I hope it was helpful. I love you. Jenna, I have Jenna on my list next. Oh, guys, I have to show you my Nana cup. Have I showed you guys my Nana cup yet? I don't think I have. I got this for Christmas, y'all. Did I show you? I don't know. I just had a little deja vu. I may have showed you. But if I did, oh well, and I get to see it twice. My son and my daughter-in-law, they just had their new baby, baby Carson. They gave me this for Christmas. This is Nana. Isn't it super awesome? Look at all the roses. I love it. Jenna, I see you. All right, Jenna, what is your intuition trying to tell you? We have Page of Swords. Jenna, first, Jenna, I want to mention because I just seen it not too long ago. I was watching a live that we did. And remember, sometimes I don't get to see the comments, guys. So sometimes I miss out on stuff. Jenna, I totally missed out on your reconnection. So I just wanted to say congratulations, Jenna. How exciting. I've seen the comments where you were talking about the communication, and I was like, wow, I missed it. So cool. But I just want to say, um, again, without getting like to whatever, that's going to be really collective. The walls are definitely coming down, right? So I just wanted to say I love you and congratulations. But what your intuition is telling you is that someone's watching you. And you know it. So you know it. Like you feel this person, I don't know, maybe checking your social media. Like, I don't know, they're watching you. They could be asking about you. They could be asking about you in a work situation because we've seen the Queen of Pentacles, and that's about like resources. So yeah, someone's questioning, someone's asking, someone's watching, but it's like, we always know, right? Sometimes our ears start ringing super bad and it makes us feel like there's a drill going into our brain, but that's another show. All right, let's look at where you need better boundaries. Jenna, we have the Knight of Wands coming out with the Two of Cups. Jenna, I'm getting the opposite. Spirit's not saying you need to have better boundaries. Spirit could be saying, don't be reckless, Jenna. But I think Spirit's saying, Jenna, be courageous enough to deliver a message about what it is that you're passionate about. That's the Knight of Wands. Remember, knights are messengers. They have to go deliver messages, unknown lands. They have to be really, really courageous, right? And then it's the element. The wands is passion, desire, something you want. And it's going to have something to do with Two of Cups. I mean, I'm just saying. So it's not about where do you need better boundaries, Jenna. Unless you're throwing yourself at somebody, which I'm not picking that energy up, but if you are, Jenna, Spirit saying don't throw yourself at that person, right? But if you're really like nervous, Page of Wands is like scared, like fearful energy, like I don't want to get hurt again. If that's you, it's almost like Spirit saying, like, don't be scared, right? All right, let's see. I feel like that's so much easier said than done. Believe me, I know. I know. Let's do higher self messages. Higher self messages. We have narrow pathway, tread thoughtfully. So don't be reckless is going to be a real thing. Faraway places, get ready for new horizons. All right, Jenna, I'm going to leave that right there. I hope that was helpful. Michelle. Michelle is next on my list. We can definitely add Starluva, please. Sweet, thank you. All right. So I have Michelle next. Diana, Catherine, Tiona, Nima, and Starluva. Love that. Jesus. Gonna keep doing it. You know, her name's Angela. I love you. Aw, thank you, Jenna. All right, here's Michelle. All right, Michelle. What is your intuition trying to tell you? All right, here we go. Two of coins. Feeling pulled in too many directions. Ace of coins. Lack energy. Something new is coming, and you know it. Look at that high priestess. Okay, you have been pulled in too many directions. You're feeling it's being about being pulled thin, is what I'm hearing. Like things could be being stretched thin, something like that. But it has to do with the pinnacle. It has to do with some new offer, some new beginning. That could be anything. It could be career, job, choice. I don't know, something like that. But regardless, what your intuition is trying to tell you, the high priestess is here. So it's like, okay, so the high priestess is the energy of like she sits at the veil, right? So it's like she has 1 foot in and then 1 foot here with us. So it's like we have a question. Oh, let me slide this little veil over and ask Spirit, and Spirit gives her a direct answer. You know, you have an inner knowing that something big. I mean, it's Ace of Pentacles. Look at the bow. And it even says for you, like it's gift wrap. Wow. All right, let's look at where you need better boundaries, where you need better boundaries. Michelle, here's something. This may or may not. I don't know. We haven't turned any cards. It's just something I just got. In my journey, I have had to learn that sometimes I block my own abundance by not protecting who has access to me. I know I sound like a robot, but it's like I get all the energy and I have to find the words. You know, it's like have mercy. um, jeez, it is what it is. um, I think that I mean it's very possible that you may also be experiencing something like that. All right. Where you need better boundaries. Where you need better boundaries. 8 of Wands comes out and the Wheel of Destiny. That's about you. Okay. So that's interesting because the last two people, so the first readings we did, it was definitely about having boundaries around them, like in the outside of them, like whatever. This is internal, like you're doing something to restrict yourselves. Who was the last one? I didn't lost track. It was Jenna, right? So Jenna and Michelle now. It's like you're doing something to restrict yourselves. It's gonna be something to do with procrastination because 8 of Wands is like moving too quickly. You're not moving too quickly. You're procrastinating something. Maybe it's like you're waiting for a solid offer. Am I wrong, ladies? Call me a liar. I don't know. I feel like Michelle, you definitely it's like you control the wheel of destiny. You control the wheel of destiny by the passionate, quick action that you take. All right, Two of Wands on the bottom, more confirmation. You're at a fork in the road. You're going to have to take an action and you're going to have to do something. All right, let's see if we can find out what this something is. Higher self message for Michelle. She said, I know exactly what this is about. All right, here we go. Here's the guidance. Higher self message. Hello, travelers. Support is all around you. So if you're thinking that God is sending you out into the middle of the Sahara Desert, I don't know, now I'm just making stuff up, but you know what I'm saying? Like to go do something out on your own, like that's not true. You're going to have all of this support. You're going to have a collective support team. And it's not even about like, it's not even just people. You have support on both sides. We've seen the High Priestess card, right? All right, I'm going to leave that there. I hope that was helpful. Diana, say hi to me in the comments. In the flow, Michelle. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. But in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. It's telling you it's going to be okay. Like whatever that step is. There's this thing I remember. I don't remember why it was sent to me. But it does have to do like with my journey. But it said something like sometimes the first step, how does it go? I'm gonna mess it up. Dang it. I don't know. Never mind. Forget it. But it was something like sometimes the first step's the hardest, or something like that. Like it gets easier after the first step, or something like that. All right, Diana. Miss L just popped into my mind, so let me know if anybody sees Miss L in the comments. All right, Diana, here we go. What is your intuition trying to tell you? We have the Strength card, Leo energy, again with the High Priestess. Something is going to take some digging. Something is going to take like deep internal strength. You already know. So like whatever this is, it could be something that like maybe it's causing anxiety. Maybe it's bringing like fear. Maybe it's like that you're going to have to do something, but it's like as it's getting closer, it's kind of like building up in energy. That's kind of what I'm picking up there. You're definitely going to have to be brave about something, determined about something. All right, let's look at where you need better boundaries, Diana. We have the Knight of Swords. So, and the Emperor. So it could be a couple of things. If you're broke up from an Aries, then you need better boundaries from that person. But if it could also be saying like where you need better boundaries is you need to be quicker to and enforce boundaries, state boundaries, enforce boundaries, call your power back, right? Knight of Swords is about being quick to deliver a message. Remember about the element, and swords is communication. So your thoughts, it's also like freedom, liberation. That's why I use it as a clue card for a breakup. I'm not getting breakup anything. It's more about where you need your bound. I mean, it could be someone you broke up with in the past, most definitely, but it's more about like just calling your power back to you. All right, let's pull higher self message. And it could be telling you definitely like someone from the past. Like maybe you didn't fully close something off with someone. It definitely could be that as well. My ears just started ringing again. All right, Diana, impasse. It says reflect and redirect your energy. Solitude and silence, peace prevails. This is going to have something to do with someone that you have either little to minimal contact with. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. Cancer full moon energy. I hope it was helpful. Catherine is next. The computer is easier than doing it on your phone.
Every time you click on the text, text.
Like the whole thing. I got you. Thank you, Diana. All right, Catherine, you're going to be next on my list. And then I have Tiona, Nima, and Starlova.
Renee and then Starla.
Oop, Renee. Hi, Renee. See, I never even got to see Renee. There's Catherine. Have I ever showed you guys what it looks like on our side of the screen? Like, look at this, sister. I have this button. You can watch it like from your thing. And I'm gonna share my window. And that's what it looks like for us. So you guys see all those comments over there? Facebook, YouTube. I haven't figured out the TikTok yet. Yeah, so like that's what happened. And I don't get to do you see it on your screen? You know, oh yeah. See it's showing like all the but it's just like share screen thing. But so it's like what happens is when someone talks on YouTube and then someone talks on Facebook, it's like the Facebook person, Pooja, welcome. We can add Pooja if we need to. But it's like when that happens, I lose the comment, you know what I mean? And then I have to try to scroll up to try to find that person's comment. But by then, so I'm not saying like we're super famous and there's a bunch of people in here or anything, but by then more comments have already came in, and it doesn't let me go up there to get it. Let's see if Pooja, yes, let's see if Pooja wants to do a reading, and we can add her to the list, and then I promise that's it after that. All right. Catherine is up right now. All right, Catherine. We're going to look at what is your intuition trying to tell you? What is your intuition trying to tell you? We have Page of Coins, that there's some offer on the way, that some new journey is about to embark. Um, it's page student, so it's studious, like student, like you're learning something. It could have something to do with like prospects. It could have something to do with being dependable or responsible. Five of Coins is about being abandoned or left out in the cold. Catherine, your intuition could be telling you that someone around you feels like you've abandoned them or left them out in the cold for whatever reason. If you've been struggling with abandonment and rejection, or you feel like you've been left out in the cold, then you're about to get some type of new offer, and your intuition has been telling you that. All right, where you need to have better boundaries. Catherine, we have the Devil card coming out and Queen of Resources. So again, this is going to be about money. All right, so it's going to tell me that you have something around you that's karmic. A karmic energy is something that's teaching you a challenging lesson in life. This could be a Capricorn. It could be like, look on your own chart. Where is Capricorn for you? Like, for example, Capricorn is my seventh house. So Capricorn rules my relationships, right? So anytime I see Capricorn energy, I know it's talking about my relationships. So I may be obsessing or trying to control something or addicted to something that has to do with relationships because Capricorn is my seventh house, right? So I would say, Catherine, find out where on your birth chart, where is Capricorn for you? Because there's going to be something there that you need to draw, like the hard lines, the hard no. If it's something like an unhealthy habit, a hard no. I'm not going to do those unhealthy habits anymore. I'm going to have a clean vessel, all these types of things. You're breaking free from that energy. Again, it could be about a person because I see the Queen of Coins. So, Queen of Coins immediately tells me it has something to do with money, finances, resources. So, you could be breaking away from a karmic lesson. You could be learning the lesson, right? You could be giving yourself a better boundary because you've learned the lesson that has to do with money, becoming your own resource. This could have something to do with budgeting, creating your own business. It could be any of those things. All right, let's do a higher self message. And I mean, you definitely could be dealing with a Capricorn. And that could be who you need to have a boundary with, especially if you're dealing with a Capricorn that's messing with your mind. Most definitely. All right, guidance. We have passion and pleasure, savor your life, watching the clouds, rest and relax is on the bottom. The passion and pleasure card, savor your life. It shows these people. I used to call this Diana's card because one time Diana was going camping and then she got the camping card. But it's the passion and pleasure card in this deck shows these people like this family around this campfire, and it's like they're all having a good time, they're all enjoying themselves. I feel like where you need to have the better boundary, you most likely have already overcome something that is karmic and you're enjoying life now, and spirit's just saying, hey, keep reinforcing this boundary. That's kind of what I'm getting there. All right, I hope that was helpful. Tiona is next. Guys, I know I forget all the time. Please make sure to hit that thumbs up button for me, especially if you got a reading from me. Energy exchange, ladies, energy exchange. All right, let's see. Remaining on the list. Tiona, Nima, Renee, Starlava, Pooja. All right. And we actually have a close. Let me grab it real quick. I know how to do the captions when we're streaming with the landscape. When we're vertical streaming, it doesn't, I don't have I mean, I'm sure it's there somewhere and I haven't found the button. But it's like, it doesn't give me the option to have the banner when we're vertical. And we're going to do more vertical, guys. It clearly, was the way to go, but sometimes I just like the big table, you know what I mean? So we're gonna change it up and do different stuff, but we will most likely be doing more verticals than the landscape, right? Because it just works better with the algorithm, right? All right, so there's Tiona. All right, Tiona, the first thing I'm looking at is what your intuition is trying to tell you. All right, so we have Ace of Cups coming out, something new, creation, potential possibilities. It does say overwhelming emotion, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting more like intuitive hits. So, and then we have Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is like a completion to heavy burdens. It's about being able to lay your burdens down. So you could be feeling an overflow of emotion. I don't think it's like, okay, you could be feeling like overwhelmed with something. Like there's too much on your plate. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. When is this going to be over? It's that type of energy. But you're having intuitive hits that something is almost finished. You already know. All right, let's look at where you need to have better boundaries, where you need to have better boundaries. All right, Tiana, we have Seven of Swords. I know that Seven of Swords is like secrets, deception, something, it could be lies, but here's the thing. It's also, it says plotting on here. It's also leveling up. Okay. So where you need to have better boundaries, if someone's lying to you, you need to have better boundaries and you need to call them out on their shit. But I think what this message is a leveling up. I get in trouble for this a lot. Um, we don't always have to tell people what our next step is, Tiona. We don't always have to tell people what our next step is. And let me tell you why. The story of the Seven of Swords. So when we see the Seven of Swords, we're like, oh my gosh, why has this guy got all these swords? And why is it the liar card, or why is it the cheater card, or the deception card? Let me tell you why. Because the story and the original Rider Waite with the Seven of Swords was that the 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 camp, there was two camps, right? They're out in the wilderness at war, let's say, whatever, and the one camp has went to sleep and the other camp is asleep, and the one guy at the one camp's like, I'm going to stay up and I'm not going to go to sleep. I'm going to sneak over to the other camp at night while they're sleeping, and I'm going to steal excuse me, all of their swords, and I'm going to steal all their swords so that when they wake up they can't come and kill us because we have all their swords, right? So that's the meaning of the Seven of Swords. So it's not necessarily like there is like deception, as in I'm trying to lie about something. It's I'm don't need to say so. I don't need to announce myself. When the guy goes over and sneaks over at night to steal the swords from the people that were trying to kill him, he doesn't announce himself. He doesn't go over and go, "Hey, I'm here. It's Tiona time," right? Like he just levels up and just does what needs to be done. So where you need to have better boundaries, there's again, someone could be lying to you, but you would already know that they're lying. You need to cut that shit off. Draw a hard line. No, not acceptable. But if it's not somebody lying to you, then you're leveling up and you don't need to tell everybody what it is that you're doing. Again, the reason is because not everyone has your best interest at heart. Here's what I'm going to say, guys. If you're on this journey with me and you're having this type of spiritual awakening, and I don't mean like you're forcing it, you want to have a twin flame, you wish you had it. No, I mean like you're truly, really having this spiritual awakening, and my messages pull at your heartstrings, and you're like, yeah, I'm learning that lesson too. Yes, I'm experiencing that stuff too. Okay. If that's happening to you, you are highly, highly protected. People try to F with me all the time, y'all. Like, I cannot expect, I piss people off on their regular. If they could touch me, I mean, I'd have been down for the count a long time ago, okay? You can't touch me. Highly, highly protected. Thank all the gods, right? There's just the one, but you know what I meant. But it's like, there's this energy of someone around you may not have your best interest for whatever reason. It may not even be like a conscious thing. It may be like a subconscious thing. So it's like spirit saying there's no need to be telling everybody everything. Maybe somebody doesn't have something that you have and it's like they want it. And while you're gaining it through all of your hard work and all of your dedication and all of your time that you've put into it, they don't see all of that and they just want what you have. And now they're sending you bad whatever because they can't do what you did, right? Well, actually, they can. They just got to get off their ass. But my point is, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to tell everybody everything that you're doing, right? All right, let's do a higher self message. It says, navigating by the stars, follow your bliss, go towards what is going to make you happy. Understand that this is a scary route. It's a dark route. You're going by the moonlight. You have no idea what's there because this is the first time that you've went after what you truly want and what truly makes you happy. All right, I hope that reading was helpful. Oh, sister's up next. Nima's turn. Say hi to me. There we go. Look at her. She's on the ball. Look at that. I love her. All right, here we go. So this is pretty interesting. I think this is the first time I've ever read for my sister. Is it the first time I've ever read? Second time. All right. Let's see. What is your intuition trying to tell you? What is your intuition trying to tell you? Three of Cups, third party. There's too many people, too many hands in the pot. It's a card that says too many people are telling you what to do, or you want something done and there's too many people involved. Three of Swords, big confirmation. All right, where you need better boundaries. Where you need better boundaries. Probably telling the people that. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. All right, King of Cups. So yeah. Okay, so King of Cups is divine masculine clue card. I mean, it could be you could have someone that's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces that's close to you. Um, it's usually someone that you have like an emotional connection with. It could be about your own emotional control as well, because King of Cups represents emotional control. So it could be saying like where you need better boundaries. See, I don't know. I know you, sister. So like that's kind of hard because I feel like you have super emotional control. Maybe I mean it could be the opposite. It could be saying that like if you feel like you don't say what you are feeling, then it's gonna say, hey, you need to step up to king level and you gotta say those things. But if you feel like I do say those things, then this could be about a person around you. Um, that has to do with like overflow of emotion or emotional control in some. Nine of Coins is on the bottom. Nine of Coins is about independence and doing things your own way. All right, higher self message for sister. People, like I was telling the moderators that sister was coming to join us to moderate, and I was like, when I, since little, whatever, I've always just called my sisters sister. And the funny thing is like I sat here for a little while today, like trying to figure out like why did I do that? Why do I call them sister? And like even when they were little, they were just sisters, right? Um, but I know why, and it's super crazy. And I know it sounds funny, but like we all like, well, actually that's not true. My sister Fahima has always had her name, but the other ones are my other sister. Like we've changed our names, you know what I'm saying, and we changed them more than once. So it's like it's sisters. You know what I'm saying? It's like she's my sister. You can't take that away. You can change her name all the freak you want. You know what I mean? But she's still my sister, and it is what it is, right? All right, sister, higher self, guidance, message, choosing your path. All is possible. Again, with the watching the clouds card, it says lie back, rest, and relax. When I see that card, it just means that everything happens for a reason. It's going to happen the way it's supposed to, whether you stress about it or don't stress about it. Yeah. All right. I hope that was helpful. Renee. Renee is next. Renee, say hi to me in the comments. Oh, I love it, Sherry. That's her nickname, sister. All right. So I have Renee, Starleva, and Pooja. And I was like, we're not going to be here 3 hours, and 2 hours later. Renee. It's me, though, y'all. Like, it's not y'all. It's me. I talk a lot. Excuse me. All right, Renee. What is your intuition trying to tell you? Cancer, full moon. Ace of Swords. This is about communication, clarity, breakthrough. There's a truth that's about to be spoken. It's a big truth, Renee. This is not little. Six of Cups. It could have something to do with your past. Nostalgia, reminiscing, past influences are on here. This could be a past person. I mean, it's Six of Cups. It's also the reunion card. You could be having a reunion with someone where you have some type of new clarity or understanding. Regardless, your intuition is showing you this. So it's like, you know, this person's coming and they're going to want to talk about something. All right. Where you need to have better boundaries, probably with this person, right? Just kidding. All right, where you need to have better boundaries, we have temperance coming out. It is with that person, right? Look, the mentor comes out on the bottom. Your spiritual beliefs about something could have recently changed. You could have had some aha moment about a specific person that you're healing from now, and you may need to enforce a boundary with that person with this Cancer full moon, Renee. If that happens, girl, you're gonna have to message me, text me, and let me know. All right. Guidance, cleansing waters. Oh my gosh, Renee, it's happening. Purification activates vibrant life force. Go slow, take time is on the bottom. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Renee. I hope that was helpful. Starleva is next. Say hi to me in the comments. Sister said, time gets away when you're having fun. It's so true.
Diana said she was surprised New Year's Eve was 4 hours.
Oh, I know. I can't believe it either. I don't know how that happened, honestly.
Starleva said I'm here.
Sweet. I didn't see it.
It's right above Diana.
Oh, it is above Diana? Let's see. Found it. Starleva says, I call my brother's brother for all 4 of them. No way! Y'all, that just made me so happy right now. Talk about a synchronicity, right? Like, that's huge. Mm-mm. Oh, let me see. I grew up in Pakistan, so we added big and little in front of brother or sister, so it was big bro and so. I got you. I love it. All right. Here we go. Star Lover. What is your intuition? I'll get some English out. Give me a minute. Intuition trying to tell you. What is your intuition trying to tell you? Again, 6 of Cups reunion. You know somebody from the past is on their way back. You know this because they've been popping up in your memories. You could be feeling nostalgic about something, like only thinking of the happier times, reminiscing, but you know that they are coming. All right, where you need better boundaries, the Death card. Is it a Scorpio? Starleva, is it a Scorpio, the person that's returning from the past? Or do you have the Scorpio? I'm gonna venture to say it's one of those. Either this person from your past, it has a strong Scorpio, so it's gonna be like sun, moon, or rising, and you already sense that this person is coming. You know they're a Scorpio because you can't hide Scorpio energy. You know what I'm saying? Scorpios are like that dark and mysterious, sexy energy. You know what I'm saying? You can't hide that shit. So it's like, you know that either you need to have better boundaries with this person when they return, or you are the Scorpio and you need to have better boundaries in whatever actions you're taking. All right, let me get the guidance cards. And let's pull a higher self message. I don't know. I feel like something from the past is coming back, Starleva, and you're about to take a different action. There's been a death and rebirth. So it's like, we're not going back to the old way. We're taking a new action. We're going to do this a different way. We're going to do it a better way. embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness comes out, big confirmation, first light, beginning a new cycle, more confirmation. Star Level, I just want to say, normally when I see this card, embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness, that's normally a reversal energy. We are not normally shouting to the heavens, going, yay, everything's freaking great. Thank you. Hallelujah. This is upright. You are shouting to the heavens, like, yay, this is great. Hallelujah. Right? I love it. Star 11, best reading of the night. All right, Pooja. Pooja is next, and that should be the last one, right? Pooja wraps it up for us tonight. I love it. Super exciting. All right, Pooja, say hi to me in the comments. Guys, I will be back tomorrow night. We're going to read for all 12 signs. I know we don't necessarily like them all crammed together like that. But just due to everything that happened this week, it's just easier for me to make sure to get them out that way. So all 12 signs tomorrow night, make sure to come back and join us for that, right? Oh, Pooja, I hope you're still here with us.
She said she changed it to general guidance.
Okay, sweet. Which one did she say?
General guidance, keepers of light.
Keepers of light. I don't know which one she means.
She just said general guidance.
She likes a sacred traveler. Oh, no. Why am I having a brain fart? Is it called Keepers of the Light? That, like, for real, like, why am I having a, yeah, like, it's called something else, and I can't find the thing, so I'm like, found it. It's Keepers of the Light. So I clearly brain fart, sorry. But yes, Pooja likes to get general guidance readings. By Kyle Gray. I hope this is the right one, Pooja. Let me try to click. And it's okay if something happens. Sometimes she has to, it drops out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the reading. I know it's really rare. We don't normally do this, but we love Pooja, and sometimes things happen. So, and she doesn't get her reading, and it's like I'm just tired of that happening. So I want to make sure that she gets her reading. So everybody, this is for Pooja. All right, what is your intuition trying to tell you? Oh, she wanted general guidance. General guidance. Don't listen to me. Spirit knows, luckily. All right, here we go. Master Jesus comes out. The forgiveness card. I feel like Pooja gets that card a lot, honestly. You're on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. Pooja, you could also be trying to heal something like within yourself. And I think the message is more about healing than it is forgiveness. You also have the Kali Ma facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So again, we have healing is possible at this time, and this is your chance to soar. So it's giving me this energy like something could be happening right now, some opportunity for you. And then we have the Miriam sacred vision, choose to forgive. Again, the word forgiveness in order to heal, see the light in all, and remember that love has no boundaries. All right, definitely all about forgiveness and unconditional love. I hope that was helpful. I love you guys so very much. Thank you, Pooja. I see her. There she is. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming in here and hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys so very, very much. Please be sure to come back and join us for all 12 signs tomorrow night. I hope to see everyone there. Thank you, Sister Nima, for helping us with the chat and moderating. I appreciate you so much. And all my moderators, Diana, Michelle, Sandra, I love you, ladies. Thank you so very, very much. I hope to see everyone tomorrow night. I hope the readings were helpful. I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journeys. Have a good night, everyone. Okay, Michelle says, my biological mom's name is Diana, and her sisters call her Dee Dee. I get the synchronicities. I love it.